Alright, I'm going to start a new document called 2 Assembled Pieces. And let's start by creating a sketch on the front plane. My finger is clicking on the word front. And I'm going to just draw a corner rectangle. Press and hold, go to the center, press and hold, and you don't have to stay within the bounds of the lines that you see. That's just a portion of the plane. I'm going to click on the navigation cube. Here we go. Resize a little bit with my fingers. Pinching with 2 fingers. I'm going to turn off, right? You can see the rectangle tool is on. I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to turn on the dimension tool. Sorry if you didn't see that. Lower right hand side, right there, is the dimension tool. Press and hold, and I can grab this whole line, or I can touch both of these corners. I'm going to do the corners. Corner 1 and corner 2. So the distance between those right now. Oh, dimension tool is not on. Let's try that again. Press and hold, top right corner, bottom right corner, and I'm going to put my finger on the number and drag it off the shape, which you're supposed to do. Tap that number, and we'll just make it 2 inches exactly. All right, I'm going to press and hold, and this time I'll just grab the whole bottom line, and I'll say 3 inches. Great. Check. Rotate. I'm going to hit my extrude feature. Next to my drawing tools, top left is extrude. I'm going to tap inside this space. The default is 1 inch. I'm going to change that to 1/8 of an inch, 0.125. If you want to, you could type in 1 and then go to the keyboard, divide it by 8. And it does the math for you. And then you hit the check mark over here on the top blue part. And we've got our first piece. Now, I'm going to, on the lower left-hand corner, click an arrow pointing up and hit the plus sign and say Create Part Studio. And this is going to allow me to create another piece. All right, so this is Part Studio 1, Part Studio 2. I can rename this. Let's rename this. I'll say rename, and then we'll call this back piece. All right, in this one, let's say this is the bottom. So I'll click on this tab and rename it bottom piece. Okay. And let's sketch that one out. Now this one will make the exact same width. We'll make it 3 wide, but I'm going to sketch on the top plane. So I'm going to select top corner rectangle, and I can rotate my screen, press and hold, and let's put those dimensions on. So I do want it to be the same width as the other shape I just drew, so I'll make it 3. The depth doesn't need to be the same for the sake of demonstration, so let's make it 5 so it looks different. And then with the check mark, so it's very deep, and now we'll extrude it 0.125, which is 1/8 of an inch. You can push this out of the way, by the way, by moving your finger on putting your finger on the blue part. All right, now I've got 2 parts. If you want to color them, you can click on the 3 dots and change the appearance and drag to whatever color you want. I'm going to make this piece, the back piece, bluish. Okay. Now, to put them together, we go to the assembly. If you don't have an assembly, you can hit the little arrow and hit plus, create assembly. Or if you mess up and you want to create a new assembly, I'm just going to use the assembly that's already there. And we have to insert. So we hit the little insert function. The insert function is at the top. It's a little arrow pointing down into the box. And I'm going to insert both part 1, well, back piece and the bottom piece. And I hit the check mark. Now yours may not look like they're already close to being connected. You might have to tap on one piece and then move it over. All right? You can use these arrows and whatnot to move your pieces so that they're close. They don't have to match in the exact same, they don't have to be connected. They just have to be close enough so that you can use what's called the Fasten Mate tool to connect them. So I'm going to put the blue piece right on top of the red. Notice it does help though. I didn't have to do a lot of movement of these pieces because I sketched one on the front plane and I sketched the other piece on the top plane, kind of anticipating how they would fit together. But now I'm going to make these two sides flush. So I'm going to go to my tools, which is right next to the insert function, and click Fasten Mate. Again, that was Fastened Mate. So if you go to your tools, it's on the top left corner almost, Fasten Mate. And then what you can do if you're zoomed in is just kind of tap on one surface. I'm going to tap on this surface right here. I'm going to press and hold, and that gives me some choices. And I'm going to select this white dot in the corner. And now I have to select the corresponding corner from the red piece that's going to connect. So I press and hold, select the right face, press and hold again, and I'll select this top corner, and they snap together. Okay, and that is the assembly tool.